Welcome back to another video. Today, I am talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars and their schedule and how I think they're going to do. And I first want to say, I need Trevor Lawrence to have a good season. Like, that's really it. I just want him to have a good season. If he can't have a good season, then it's just like, what are we doing? I said he's not going to have a job in a few years if he doesn't step it up. But I do think we're going to have a good year this year. Not only because we got Travis Hunter, we got to do everything, really. I ain't going to lie with you. We got a new coach, new GM, and I really believe this team can win the division this year. Now, let's go through the schedule. And, like, y'all may call me delusion, but as long as there's delusion, there's hope. So, first game, week 1, is against the Carolina Panthers at home. We'll beat the Panthers. It's no way we lose to Bryce Young and the Panthers. If we lose that game, y'all might not hear from me. I don't know. I do think we can beat them. We should beat them. I do think Trevor Lawrence will outplay Bryce Young. Now, is Bryce Young, not saying Bryce Young's a bad quarterback. He's definitely got a lot better. But first game, I do think Travis Hunter has a big game in his first game. I wouldn't be surprised. He getting me a pick at least. So, I do think we win this game week 1 against the Panthers. Panthers, I ain't gonna lie, Panthers got a solid squad on this here. You got Bryce Young. You got the wide receiver from Arizona, the rookie they just drafted. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I was finna try to pronounce it, but I'm like, I'm not finna do that to myself. I think their defense could be a little bit. Their secondary is good. Their D line is it's all right for what it is. I know you got J.C. Horn, but at corner, but just gotta watch out between that matchup between him and Brian Thomas. But other than that, we should be able to beat the Carolina Panthers. Our D line is better than their O line, so we have to keep. If I had to make the Panthers one-dimensional, I guess I'll make them one-dimensional by making them run the ball a lot more. I wouldn't want Bryce Young throwing or running a lot because once he finds a rhythm, it's hard to stop him. So, I do think we beat the Carolina Panthers week 1, and we start off the season 1-0. Week 2 is the Bengals. We're going to Cincinnati for this game. I don't think we're able to beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals. That's a powerful offense we have to face, and I don't think we have the secondary to compete with Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. Our secondary is going to be questionable throughout this entire season. Granted, we have Travis Hunter, but he has to play both sides of the ball, so I don't know how he's going to... And he's a rookie, so I'm still gonna give him that grace that he's still a rookie. So, like I said, I think we still got Tyson Campbell, who is injured a lot. Man, we really need to get a corner, like, badly. And, man, I'm thinking about that secondary. Hold on, our secondary might be cooked this year. Man, that's crazy. I do think we lose here to Joe Burrow. Their offense is, first off, way more explosive than ours by a mile, multiple miles actually. Defense, that's interesting. I gotta see how the Bengals defense, because this is week 2, so this is still early on. So, like I said, I have the Bengals to win, but I have to see how the Bengals defense plays that week 1. So, 1-1. I think we're 1-1 going into week 3 against the Texans. Texans taking a major step back, in my opinion. I think we can beat them. I ain't gonna lie, I think there's gonna be a down year for our division, which is why I give us so much hope in winning it. So, because week 3, they come to us, and I think we beat them. CJ Stroud, he had a down year. Granted, he got the Texans. I almost said the Rockets. He got the Texans to the second round, lost to the Chiefs in a really controversial game because I ain't gonna lie, the refs were selling that game. I do think we could beat the Texans. I don't know. I have to see how CJ Stroud plays. A lot is gonna he is a very questionable cornerback. I said quarterback at the moment. Like I said, he had a down year. His rookie year, he was good. Last year, had a down year. Lost Stephon Diggs. You got Nico Collins. You got Christian Kirk. Dalton Schultz. They have a really good defense. They literally have, like, probably the best defense in our division. The top 3 players on their defense are probably the top 3 defensive players in the entire division. You got Will Anderson Jr., Darnell Hunter, Derek Stingley Jr. They got a loaded defense. I hate playing against their defense. Their D line is a problem. That's the only thing, and their linebackers. It's really like, bro. I don't know. Bro, that's really the whole defense. But if we can catch them in a game where their offense is gonna kind of not have the game that we needed them to have, and it could be a low-scoring game, we could pull out of a low-scoring game. So I do think we beat them and we moved to 2-1. Next is we play the 49ers. Boy, you don't understand how much I can't wait for week 4. Like I want you to know my phone's going on silent from the start, from the kickoff to the end of the game. Just know, chat, that 49ers game is personal. So I need us to win. I have too much banking on that game. So I do think we could beat them. I don't think Brandon Ayuk will be back. They don't have Deebo Samuel. Other than Ricky Pearsall, they got a bunch of. Brock Purdy's throwing to a bunch of Walmart employees. Brock Purdy got to have a good game. Christian McCaffrey has to have a good game. You still got George Kittle. He has to have a humongous game. I think our defense can do enough, and I really think our offense can do enough to win this game. I just worry about us offensively, because I've seen how inconsistent our offense could be. Our defense gets stops. It's our offense that's like shaky. So, but I do think we beat the 49ers. We need that win. So we moved to 3-1. Going into that Monday night game against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a loss. I don't even think I need to explain. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. If they have Xavier Worthy. If Rashee Rice is back, which I highly doubt. Their defense is like one of the best defenses in the league. I don't really gotta even explain that one. Granted, do I think it'll be a good game? Yes. I think this game's gonna be a lot closer than people think. In a different world, it wouldn't be surprised me if we win. It's Monday night. They come to us. Especially like if we start the season, how I said we start the season, we're 3-1. Then a lot, like I'll have a lot of hope that it wouldn't surprise me if we kind of get bailed out and win this type of game. But as of right now, for how I know how Patrick Mahomes is, we'll lose. And we've never beaten Patrick Mahomes, so that's another thing. So we'll move to 3-2. Then week 6, we got the Seattle Seahawks. That's a win. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not scared of Sam Darnold. Cooper Kupp is washed. Jackson Smith, was it Njoku? He's not really scaring me. Granted, I feel like this is gonna be a good game. I feel like a lot of our games are gonna be really close. Cause like that's just how the Jacksonville Jaguars has always been. Either it's a blowout or it's a close game throughout. And I think it's going to be one of those where we can, I feel like this could be a blowout game that we win. I feel like we blow Seattle out. And this Seattle game is actually very interesting. Like I said, I think we do win. We move to 4-2. And then we got our overseas game against the Rams. Why not? I do think we lose this game. And this is because the only reason I think we lose to the Rams, first off, their defense. They have Jared Verse. Yeah, like I said, they got Jared Verse. I ain't gonna lie, they got some tough defensive players in general. Like I said, Jared Verse, Brandon Frisk. There's somebody else on that defense I'm forgetting. There's definitely someone on that defense I ain't forgetting. Offensively, they got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I don't know. That route runner is gonna be elite over there. But this is very. To see the things with the Jaguars this year is this is the first year where like I legitimately don't know what type of team we're gonna be. Like I don't know, and that worries me because I want to have a good year. And with Jacksonville, that's not possible a lot of the time. But like I said, I do think we lose, and we move to 4-3. Week 8 is our bye week. Then we come back week 9 at Allegiant Stadium. I said that wrong probably. And play the Las Vegas Raiders. And we'll beat the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Geno Smith. Geno Smith does not scare me at all. Who and Ashton Genty? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We should mutt them boys. Move to 5-3. It's gonna be interesting because I feel like we're gonna like their run game is probably gonna be a lot better because like I said they got Genty, and I don't know, man. Their defense is awful, like hot dog water. They lost Christian Wilkins, who really didn't even contribute last year. I mean, you still got Max Crosby. I'll give you that. Other than that, it is what it is. Their defense don't ever scare, especially their secondary. Their secondary is hot dog water. So, I think we could beat them. Move to 5-3. The Texans, again, this time in Houston. This game go back and forth, but I think we lose here. Going to them, we never really had the best of luck every time going on the road to them. So I'll get them this one, and I think we move to 5-4. It comes down between the Texans and Jaguars. It's always going to come down whose offense is there to show up. And I think that's going to go for both games, to be honest with you. Week 11, the Chargers. We should beat the Chargers. I think this will be a close game. I think this could possibly be our best game. As in, like, this could be our best game. As in, like, this is probably going to be a really close game from first quarter to fourth. And it's going to come down to the wire. So, do I think it's going to be an offensive masterclass? Not really. I think it's one of those games where, final score is like 27-24. I'm going to make a bet now. The Chargers game, it ends off on a walk-off field goal from one of the teams. Hopefully it's us, because I do have us winning this game and moving to 6-4. Next game, we go on the road to the Arizona Cardinals. We got to play Kyler Murray. Oh, man, we got to play that child who just runs around all day. I think we could beat them. Granted, I do think the Arizona Cardinals are a sleeper team for this upcoming season. They have Marvin Harrison Jr. You have Michael Wilson. You have Kyler Murray, like I said. James Conner. McBride, the tight end. Their defense is pretty solid too. Their defense come to play a lot. I'm not gonna lie. They also drafted Will Johnson Jr., who I know was hurt, but I think he's coming back. But by week 12 he should be back. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I do think we win. DC, like, games like this interesting me because, like, in reality, Jacksonville shouldn't win that game, but I know us. And for it's like on some random Sunday, Jacksonville just come out and play like they can just compete with anybody. So I do think we win this one, and I think we were 7-5 if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, chat. Yeah, 7-4. Then we gotta play Cam Ward. We gotta go. We go to Tennessee for the first game. We'll beat Cam Ward. I'm not scared of Tennessee. Not right now. Next year maybe. Not right now. I do think this one will be a close game. The ones that's in Tennessee are always the good ones. So I do think we beat them though, in a close game. I do think Cam Ward will have a good game, but I think it's gonna be a good game that he loses. I see having like two. I'm back, chat. My phone has stopped recording, so I gotta edit this part in too. So, I was talking about the Tennessee Titans. Like I said, I do think this will be a close game. I do think Cam Ward will have a good game, but I think it's gonna be a good game that he loses. And we move to 8-4. Moving on to the Colts, we'll beat the Colts. And is at home? Oh yeah, we'll beat the Colts. We always beat the Colts. It's always belt, so that's an easy dub. 9-4. Move to week 15, the Jets. Justin Fields, like the Jets. I don't know. The Jets are weird. Like they're so talented, but they're so bad. Like I've never seen such talent be so bad. So I had paused because a notification popped up that the WNBA, the Connecticut Suns, are moving to Boston by 2027 after the Celtics majority owner agrees to buy the team. That's funny. The WNBA team should not have a team in Boston. That's cookies. Oh my gosh, I gotta do a video on that now. We'll beat the Jets though. That's another easy dub. 9-4. Week 16, the Denver Broncos. That's interesting. I think we lose to the Broncos. I'm not gonna lie. I think we lose to the Broncos. They're a better team right now. They have Evan Ingram. They got Bo Nix. They got solid receivers. They have a solid running back. You got Patrick Surtain on defense. Their defense got a lot better actually. Yeah. That's gonna be a tough game, and that's at Mile High. Oh yeah, that should be a good game though. So we'll move to 9-5. Week 17, the Colts again, belt 10-5. Don't worry about them. Week 18, Tennessee Titans, they come to us. Belt again. I think so. We go 11-5. I do think the only other team we have to worry about in the division is the Texans. I'm not worried about the Colts. I'm not worried about the Titans. I'm not worried about the Titans right now. They're going to get way better over time. Like the next 2 to 3 years, they're probably going to be taking over the division. Colts, I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't see them getting any better. They're going to only probably get worse if they don't start making some quick decisions sometime soon. So, hope you enjoyed this video. We go 11-5, and like I said, we go win the division. I'm gonna do a hot take video of college football and NFL. So I'm gonna upload this one today. Today's Saturday. I'm gonna upload this one today. Upload a video Monday. I don't know which one. It's between me talking about athletes and money, or the other two videos I just talked about of doing the hot takes, or a schedule prediction for like Florida State or somebody like that. So, like I said, 11-5. If I'm wrong, which it's the Jaguars, I'm probably going to be wrong, like very wrong. So yes, 11-5 at best, 9-8 at worst, and hopefully Trevor Lawrence has an up season, and this whole team has an up season. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a very, very blessed day.